The last one in the series, which has followed me and 5 other rally drivers during a week at John Hoglan's Winter Rally School in Norway. John Hoglan was a works rally driver for Skoda for many years and was responsible for much of their giant-killing reputation. During the week, he'd been passing on his extensive knowledge of how to make a rally driver go quicker, where to gain the extra speed and time, and how to extract the most from the car. John had us driving around a course on a frozen lake for the early part of the week, using special spike tyres on the ice. Pressing hard around the track using these tyres simulates the same handling of a car on a gravel stage. The lessons didn't finish when the driving did. In the evening, the theory of how to set your car up to help you drive quicker was tackled. John is also a very accomplished fireside storyteller.
He was thinking clicks straight away. I know I want 2 clicks here or 2 clicks off here, and he couldn't do it.
Whilst out in Norway, we met some top Norwegian rally drivers who were out practicing for the forthcoming Numedals rally. Our group was divided into 2. While some of us carried on practicing driving on the rally stage, the others had the opportunity to be navigator in a full Group A works car. After his little jaunt through the Norwegian forests, Gethin changed his clothes and told us how it went.
Okay, so here we are. We're at a stage that's going to be used for the Numedals rally on the weekend, and I've just had the pleasure of being out in a Subaru Impreza full Group A ex-Pro Drive Works car, which was absolutely brilliant. The speed of the car was very impressive, especially down the hill where it was pulling probably about 130 miles an hour, which is a bit quicker than we were going earlier. And the Peugeot was probably pulling about 85 miles an hour, so a bit quicker. Very good fun though.
These Group A cars are as different as chalk and cheese to our humble Group N cars. The difference between the 2 categories? Well, our Group N or showroom category cars are literally as they can be purchased from a showroom. The only modifications are safety equipment, suspension and exhaust. The Group A cars are allowed every modification: engine, gearbox, brakes, suspension, differential. The question really is how big your wallet is. This particular Escort is worth about £65,000 to £70,000. The spikes on these tyres are longer than the ones we were using. These are about 25mm, whereas the ones in ours were about 15mm. The reason? More power driving 4 wheels needs more grip. Top Norwegian rally ace Berger Gundersen showed us how it should be done. Then it was time to return home. Forming a convoy so as not to upset the local law enforcement with our spiked tyres on public roads, it was back to Rodberg. Then it was time to take off the spikes and replace the road tyres, load up the cars with gear and repair the cars where necessary.
When you've done that, Kev, I want you to twist the wheel, please, because I think that bearing's loose. We won't say that too loud.
Admittedly, some of the repairs were get-me-home repairs, but they worked. Greg and Jay took charge. Meanwhile, I spoke to Claire Moran. Out of all of us, she was the one who'd had the most strenuous of weeks. I think looking at this rally in a different kind of way to how you're looking at it now, do you think you've benefited very, very much from coming here, or do you think it's put you off?
The early part of the week it put me off. I lost quite a lot of confidence. I think trying a new skill and a whole new technique of driving really for me, it didn't work straight away. and I found it very hard. But I got back in the car on the Wednesday and it sort of came together. We changed the tyres and made it a little bit easier for me to control. And I'm hoping, I was ready to almost give it up, thinking that I haven't got the talent and I wasn't capable. But I think when I get back, I'm going to carry on and see how I go.
On a sponsorship level, you were one of 3 ladies on this course, all of whom have got different budgets.
Yeah.
I think I'm right in saying that you were literally on a shoestring budget.
Definitely. The whole year is going to be very tight. That's an extra pressure as well, which perhaps I could do without, but it's a fact of life. So we have to get on with it, and I just try my hardest to get some sponsorship.
It's been good to have you here this week. I think we have had some good fun, and I hope you have learned something. We had a few small incidents, but not any big ones. And nothing like Kevin's last year. Well, a little bit we have, but not that bad. For the future, I hope you will remember this week, and I hope you are doing well in the future, and doing good results, and going somewhere in our sport. And I like to use you as references when you are going into works teams and maybe winning world championships.
Okay.
And also, it's the very best for us is that you are doing well after you have been here.
John's after-dinner speech signalled the end of an enjoyable but tough week, in which we'd all had a fantastic time and learned much more than could be learned spending the same amount of money in rally entry fees. As a part-time rally driver, I would say that this is the most beneficial amount of time and money I've ever spent in rallying. I was looking forward to the forthcoming season with relish.